Okay, Islam. Now it's still April 12th, 2026. I'm going to re-ask Imani again. Does he know anyone here? We're still at Crosswinds Apartments. Imani, do you know anyone here personally in Annapolis?
No.
Have you implied that you want to get to know anyone personally here in Annapolis?
No.
This is part 3, by the way. Neither have I. Do you reject the telepathic code?
Yeah.
I do too, as well. We do not want to ruin our reputation by getting to know anyone personally here in Annapolis. We do not want to, we are not being initiated, nor have we implied we want to be initiated in a witch coven. Imani, have you ever implied you want to be initiated in a witch coven?
No.
Werewolf coven?
No.
Vampire coven?
No.
The lab freak bird people coven?
No.
Or any other lab animal coven?
No.
Neither have I. We don't know anyone personally here, nor have, as naturalized Moors, free beings, implementing our constitutional right to live our life with liberty and well-being. We don't want to know anyone personally here in Annapolis, and nor have we implied we want to get to know anyone personally here. We're not going to ruin our reputation in that manner. We don't we don't rely on China or any foreign entity to have our backs. And Annapolis might get very rich because many of them imply that Annapolis is going to be rich because so many of them that has done satanic rituals and of harm, with pain, mental illnesses, causing sicknesses, deaths, murders for pharmaceutical companies and so forth, that's connected to or in the unnaturalized United States Navy and Army, police, average citizens, other lab animals, have implied that they're going to be so rich with crypto. And they're not worried about anything, humanoid AI. They're not worried about anything because they have their own humanoid AI, and they in their coven, they set, and they have the military. And some of them nod their head and even hear frequency saying, China got our back. China. We don't care. They don't care about what they have done and the harm that they have initiated, satanic rituals, human and sex trafficking in many forms, normalizing this with kids, telepathic kids. Now I'm referring to people with the telepathic code. They don't care. But you know what? That's them. We don't have no we do not associate ourselves on any personal level with anyone here in Annapolis. Never. We've been here since the last week of May of 2016, and we have never ever implied, still to this day, nor will we ever do such things and ruin our reputation, damage our birthrights and covenants, I should say. Why? That is the most craziest or criminal act against oneself. That's trying to live an upright, constitutional, higher thought life. To deal with frequencies that are so much of an animal in thoughts and behavior that they have to stalk, rape, molest, cause sicknesses mentally and physically, and then steal whatever they can information about finances to help uplift themselves and empower themselves financially, and then brag about how rich they're going to be in the future. We don't want to have anything to do with them. So I'm going to finish this part 3. Hold on. Hold on. I tried to find I don't know what I did with it, but I guess I don't know what I did with it. Okay, so I'm going to finish part 3. So, the guy that said that his father worked for the CIA, today he also said that he said, I'll be back. We were, once again, the prepared foods was a mess. It was a mess. It was so disorganized and chaotic. And then we were so busy because of the family meals and so forth. I was just overwhelmed because when the place is unorganized, you got food. One of the main things I realized in organization and as a customer, when I go to a place, a food, I look to see cleanliness and organization. It's been a while since I ate out, but that's what I would look for. And teamwork is important. No matter what, cleanliness as much as possible. And to have the place today, it was just so chaotic. I was just surprised because I was with the 3 new guys. And so one of the guys were the one that said his father worked for the CIA. 2 of them looked to be from one I know speaks Spanish, but 2 of them looked to be from South Central America or Mexico. The other one looked to be from China or Asian, what you would call Asian. And so anyway, while I was busy, he said, I'll be back. I have to go get my medication today. He told me his father worked for the CIA. That's why he had good work ethics a few days ago. But today he said he had to leave to go get to his car to go get his medication. I was like, okay. He said he spoke to Corey. He has to go get his medication. It brought me to the thought of, I remember at Burger King, when all the stuff with the EEOC, me having to go to even connect with the EEOC to maintain employment because the manager was sending me home. I was losing hours. I had rent to pay at the hotel. It was Extended Stay America, and the manager was sending me home without just cause. No matter what I did, what it was demonstrating that she just felt like sending me home, especially when someone that was African American Black male would be there, and one of the males would have the word Mo on his shirt. Anyway, after all that, I remember experiencing the frequency of accents saying the Burger King employees, a lot of them on medication, saying that they seeing a doctor. I would see pills. Some of them had their medication on them. So today when that guy said that the new guy said he had to go to his car to get his medication, he spoke to Corey. I said, okay. But when he came back, I said, you know what? You don't have to tell me anything personal about your life. Okay? No personal. If Corey, the manager, which she's the manager, say you can go to your car to get something, you can go. You don't have to tell me. Today when he came in, as soon as he came in, I would say less than 5 minutes, he came to me trying to communicate. I was already, we were busy. He was like, what time did you get here? Okay, it wasn't even like he had just walked on the floor. It's like he trying to engage. I said, listen, we are busy. We got a lot to do. Let's just focus on that. He didn't say, I need to know this for a break or anything. He just walked on the floor. We are busy. It's just like him saying, do you believe in God? This is a new guy asking me questions like this. And then now he then tells me later his father worked for the CIA. That's why he has good work ethics and so forth. So today when he said he had to go to his car to get his medication, I remember it just seemed like that people were using the accents were saying that medication is the reason why people was going to be the reason why people are behaving the way they were doing, or saying that's an excuse. And it's through the years here, the more I document, the more and more average people start talking about or say, we're going to sue her. We're going to sue the more, sue you. The more got to eat. That which speaks Spanish, that acts in the mail, kept saying that over and over again. The more got to eat. They sold her. He sold you. So if the more got to eat, that's saying what? Well, you got to have finances to eat, unless you have, for us, we had to have finances. So having issues with employment, it seemed to all be connected. Today was a very challenging day because the place was just a wreck. I noticed so many times, like prepared foods, the tickets would come out, and the tickets would come out at odd times. It's like actually AI was controlling the printer, causing the tickets to come out. That's what it seemed like. I'm not saying they were, but that's what it seemed like, because they would come out at odd times. Like if I'm trying to do a list and I'm trying to complete the list, not AI, but the ticket would come out all of a sudden. I was like, gosh, this is odd. Or some of the customers seem to walk up like as soon as I'm trying. So we have a list when you come in during the first shift. And the first shift is, so we have a grab and go bunker. It's important to keep that grab and go bunker full as much as possible. I try to when I can, because people are in a rush. They grab turkey, they grab ham, cheese, and other, whatever else we have in the grab and go bunker. And that is money towards our department. So they might not have time to wait for us to cut the meat, or prefer not to wait. They have other things to do. They grab the meat, they grab the cheese, they go, and they have what they want. So we have a list that we have to cut. We have to cut a certain amount of meat, sometimes a certain amount of cheese, and so forth. And when I'm trying to complete the list, it's odd sometimes. Sometimes the customers would just, like, especially once, they would just come out of the blue and be there, which I'm not complaining, because I'm happy that we prepare foods, we got the customers, but it just seems sort of odd, some of them, especially when they keep saying, have a good one, which I've been documenting for a long time. Saying the word have a good one in such a way where through the years, I was like, it's not the United States, the military was involved with that word, those words, have a good one. I even asked one of the cashiers one time, I was like, is that a cultural thing? People say have a good one. Why? A lot of times the military is around, people start saying have a good one. And he was agreeing that it's something within the military or something like that, or I don't know, but connected. And this was years ago. But still, to this day, people say it in a manner, some of them, not all, like they're trying to do some form of ritual. Have a good one. Have a good one. They're trying to imply or demonstrate some form of connection to the United States military, the Navy and Army here. Whatever other military branches, maybe the police. So anyway, that's I'm going to end it with that. I don't think there's anything else I want to say besides today was a very rough day. Because I put pride in my place of employment. I did at Burger King. I do at Whole Foods. And to see, tickets, it was so many tickets. I can't believe all those tickets came. It was like a lot, so many tickets. They just kept coming. And then the food, stuff all over the place. I just told myself, I said, let me get it together and let me try not to leave food out as much as possible. Let me just take my time. And then when I tried to straighten up a little bit, the new guy that said his father was from, that worked in the CIA, I was like, after I told him, after I do this order, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up a little bit. I know there were customers, but the place was such a mess. He was like, he repeated what I said. He said, you going to clean up? You going to clean up? Okay. I was like, yeah. And then I was like, he's saying it like the time when, because one time Matt, another guy. I don't know if he's where he's from originally. Um, I don't know if he speaks Spanish. I never really heard him speak Spanish, but if you saw him, you might would say he was from South Central America, Mexico. But he talked to me about cleaning up when we have customers. And then I had a meeting. The managers gave me, they sat me down to speak to me about this. They said my team members were complaining about me. And I was like, and this is after I was being addressed as Mo at Whole Foods. And I was like, I said, I need representation. I said, what are they? I said, they saying I'm walking off the floor and I'm walking around. Some of the things that I experienced, Burger King was saying, the people, the manager was trying to say about me at Burger King. And I was so surprised. And I told the manager at Whole Foods, I said, I need representation. I said, it's hard for me to really, I just listened. After I said the Mo situation, I said, people are addressing me as Mo. I'm not a Mo. I wonder if them saying Mo has something to do with why they're complaining about me. And then this is at the meeting at Whole Foods. But I took what they said after that meeting as constructive criticism. And when I leave, I try my best to let them know. I say, like, if I'm going to get a fish tub, because it's easy to be in a rush and go and grab something. I said, I'm going to get a fish tub. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that as much as possible. Even though many of them don't ever do that. Don't do that like that at all. People ask where they go. I'm like, I don't know where they went. So, but that's clean, divine, and righteous spirits, wind, fire, water, and earth. I'm going to say spirit of noble joy, Ali, the elementals, Islam. Clean, divine, and righteous spirits of the cosmic universe, planets, stars, asteroids, comets, galaxies, moons. I am my celestial tribe. Thank you. Thank you so much, my celestial tribe. Yes, this sounds a lot, but I'm not regretting my path. I'm just thankful that I'm able to speak about it, where so many may feel that they cannot. I am thankful and grateful I have a voice for those who are silenced or feel that they cannot or are scared to speak. I am thankful for my ancestors, for I am my ancestors. I am not complaining. I'm just speaking and giving testimony. Islam.